Hey everybody, Matt Travis coming to you at the Potential You. Today in the 21 tips for your life transformation in 2021, we are on day number 10, and today is like one of the biggest days, one of the biggest keys to the puzzle. Okay, and in day 10, it's all about identifying. Step one, identify and change the stories that don't serve you. So you're going to identify and change the stories that don't serve you anymore. So let's talk about what I mean by stories. What do I mean? So every day you wake up, you get out of, you might not even get out of bed. Your mind just starts talking to you, right? You ever just have your mind just start talking to you, right? And it just goes blah, 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 blah all day. And sometimes it says nice things to you and it rewards you and it makes you feel good. I will tell you a lot of times, especially with working with thousands of people, a lot of people have stories that don't serve them, that are negative, that are self-destructive, that are self-defeating, that are not incongruent with what they ultimately want in their lives. So we need to first capture those stories. What are you saying to yourself? Right? What are you saying to yourself every day? Because these stories that we tell ourselves, they're based on the beliefs that we have about ourselves. Right? They're based on the beliefs, and beliefs basically your perception and interpretation of the world. Right? They're based on that. So you might wake up and you're starting to tell yourself these stories. I can't lose weight. I can't get healthy. I can't build a business. I can't make money. I can't. I'm too old. I'm, whatever it is. Like, there's just so many stories. I could go on and on and on with all the stories I've heard people tell themselves. And I know personally for me, I've told myself stories for many years. I know when I was younger, it was a lot around learning disabilities. I'm not smart enough. I can't do what other kids can do. Another story was I have to work twice as hard as everybody else, right? Like there was a lot of stories that I had personally that I had to work through and overcome in order to get to where I am now. Now, do I still find stories popping up all over the place? Absolutely. But I found that I can now control them because I get to dictate what my stories are. And that's really what you need to do. First, you need to know what they are, and then you need to decide what you want them to be if they aren't serving you. Because this is the key point I want you to all understand. How we live our lives is a reflection of the stories that we believe about ourselves. How we live our lives is a reflection of the stories we believe about ourselves. And you're going to live a much more driven, go-getting, happier, healthier, wealthier life if you believe better stories about yourself. And that's that reflection piece that it's so important to be paying attention to, because you will get what you focus on. And when your attention is on the stories of what you can't do and what you can't have and what's not going to work for you, you're just going to keep getting more of that. That's just that energy shift that we need to make in order to get what we want. So stories are everything, right? And they're really like you may have heard the quote, you either can or you can't, and whatever you believe is right? I know I just butchered that, but you know what I mean. It's really important to know that whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you are right. That was it. And it's true because it's your beliefs are dictating your interpretations and your perceptions, and it's creating those stories. So many people walk around believing all of these stories that are completely crushing the life that they could have. And I do a lot of rapid transformation therapy with people, and we identify what those stories are and the meanings that they have with some situations that they've had in their lives. And we get to identify what are these stories and these beliefs that these people have, and why do they have them, right? A lot of times we're carrying beliefs and we don't even know why. We're having these stories, we don't know why, right? And it may have been just a moment in time when you were really young and it's just set into motion for the rest of your life. So let's break that. Let's break that down and start off by capturing it. Step one, capture what your stories are. Start writing them down. And then we can cross them out and we can create strategic stories that empower you. Okay, you could start creating strategic stories that empower you. So that's a lot of what I do with my members is we help them figure out what their stories are now, and then we create strategic stories that they can continue to repeat and reinforce over 90 days, right? A lot of people, they start affirmations. They'll do them for a week and they're like, that doesn't work. Okay, and I'm not saying that you have to do affirmations. I'm saying that you have to change your story in order to get different results in your life. Because that is the only thing, it's your identity, your habits, and your stories that are holding you back. And if you want to break through this coming year or in any year, you have to change your stories. So I look forward to helping you. If you feel like you need to change some stories and you want to jump into the Empowered Entrepreneur Life Workshop to change those stories and those beliefs around health, lifestyle, and or business, definitely jump in, let me know, and we'll get you in there. We have a bunch of people and we're starting today. And if not, if you feel like you just need to do the nitty gritty stuff and you need to bounce it off me, you can throw your limiting belief or your story in the comments below and I'll be glad to coach you through it and help you rewrite a more empowering story for yourself so that you can finally make the rest of your life the best of your life. All right. So keep showing up, taking action. You will get results. I'll see you in day number 11.